There's something very sinister and concerning that is happening in Hollywood right now that we need to talk about, which isn't really a surprise. There's always something sinister happening in Hollywood. But today we have to talk about this whole crazy story about Henry Cavill because we continue to find out more and more information about what is happening to him and this whole crazy fiasco where first he is leaving the Witcher show and now he just basically got fired from playing Superman by DC, by Warner Brothers. So this is getting absolutely crazy. And we just have a bunch of crazy new information that is starting to pour in as well. So we're going to get into all of this because I definitely have some suspicions about what is going on here and about what could be happening. This could be yet another blacklisting situation where you have an actor who is simply too based for Hollywood and he is completely being snuffed out. So Henry Cavill will not reprise role as Superman after announcing return in October. And as we know, there's a lot of new leadership that is happening at Warner Brothers right now for the DCEU, where James Gunn is now in charge of the DCEU. And I just want to point this out because I thought this was absolutely hilarious. Imagine being James Gunn, literally looking at Henry Cavill and saying, nah, you're done playing Superman. Can you just that to me is just absolutely crazy. People love Henry Cavill, and I think that could be part of the reason for why he is being basically kind of canceled in this way, where he is no longer going to be playing Superman because of the fact that fans love him. We see this happen time and time again, where we have these different actors and celebrities who are basically universally loved, and for some reason the elites, the Hollywood weirdos can't stand that. They can't stand it when people like you and me, normal people, just love these types of individuals. I think there's a lot of jealousy behind it because they want to be loved in that same way. They want to be worshipped, in fact, in a certain way, and we don't want that. We don't have any interest in revering these types of individuals, except for people like Henry Cavill, who we like because he just defends fans. He actually goes out of his way to defend fans, and he honors source material and respects those who love his work. And that is something that is very much appreciated by a lot of people. Henry Cavill shared this post the other day where he said, "I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it's sad news, everyone. I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest, but that's life." And then, of course, James Gunn continues to go on with oh, no. I really, really, really like Henry Cavill. I really, really do. I'm definitely more inclined to trust Henry Cavill in this situation than I am James Gunn. Now, James Gunn, he definitely has his own thing that he's got to do with his universe that he's trying to build, but I think there's a lot of ridiculous stuff that is going on here. You could get rid of everything else that was part of the DCEU previously, and there would be very little loss. But to get rid of Henry Cavill as Superman is a major loss. And now they're talking about doing this thing where they're going to be doing a young Superman again. And basically an origin story light. And I'm just I don't care about any of that. I just want Henry Cavill. But all of that aside, it's looking very alarming because when you look at Henry Cavill's slate of films that he's going to be coming up in, there's not a whole lot that has been announced. We have The Highlander, which is rumored that he's going to be in that. But beyond that, you have some smaller things. But there isn't a whole lot that Henry Cavill is going to be coming up in very soon in the future. And that is just crazy, man. That is absolutely crazy because people love Henry Cavill. He is, honestly, I think that he's probably starting to become kind of like a Chris Pratt in some ways, where Chris Pratt is in a very similar situation where he is slowly being squeezed out of Hollywood. And I think that Henry Cavill could be in a similar situation like Chris Pratt. So with all of that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. What do you think is going on? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.